Hi, Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your May 23rd, 2024 full moon reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps this channel get seen by the YouTube algorithm, which helps it get seen by more people. So, thank you guys so very much. I wouldn't be here without you all. So, that is absolutely the truth, and you guys are amazing. So, let's see what the tarot has to say. I feel like this one. Yeah, this one. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. All right. So we are crowned here. Oh, by the King of Cups. Oh, not the King, the Knight of Cups. I love this. I love this picture. The harp or whatever it is that she's playing that is actually a heart. So I really think that that is absolutely beautiful. There is a real sense of learning how to play our hearts, learning how to move forward in our emotional energy, our heart energy. This is water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. This full moon is in Sagittarius on the 23rd of November. No, that's wrong. Of the 23rd of May. It correlates to the new moon, which was on the 12th of December. So that new moon is where you set your intentions. And this full moon is where you see those intentions really starting to gain momentum within our waking world. So here it is learning to follow our hearts. It is being able to play the power of our heart and what we love and how to move forward. It brings us then to the Three of Swords. And the Three of Swords is heartbreak and pain and disappointment. So there's something here about a healing. There is something here about power after heartbreak, after pain, after disappointment, after things have gone wrong, after, yeah, after you have been through a lot and it felt like, will I ever rise out of the situation? Will I ever be able to stand on my own 2 feet and move me forward and go after, what it is that I want in my life? And it brings us then to the Nine of Swords reversed. And I love that the Nine of Swords is reversed. I also love this Nine of Swords with all the eyes over her, where it's like, even if I'm sleeping, I'm still having to be vigilant. Like I'm still awake. My body is still not resting. And the Nine of Swords is worry, it's doubt. Like the Three of Swords is the fear, right? It's the heartbreak, it's the pain, it's the disappointment. And then the Nine of Swords is I have to be ready for the next shoe to drop. Like you never know when things are going to fall apart, how things are going to fall apart. And the Nine of Swords is being ever vigilant, and it's not letting ourselves rest. And it's having that worry come forward and play over and over and over again in our mind. With it reversed, it's a release of that. And then we step into the Page of Pentacles, which is representative of us. We are represented by the Pentacles in the Minor Arcana. The Page of Pentacles is a student of the heart, not the, well, yeah, here it's the student of the heart moving forward to say, what seeds am I planting? How am I moving forward in my life? Where is it that I want to be? It's being fully connected with your inner child. And is saying, this is what I want from my life and for my life. I'm letting go of worry. With the Wheel of Fortune, we have been through times of disappointment, right? Fortune has changed in ways that we were like, I wasn't expecting this, or I didn't know this, or I didn't want this. And this can also be a time during this full moon where we see things moving in directions where it's like, oh, I wish I could just kind of like change it this way or move things that way. But everything goes through its season, and we need to respect the season that it is in. So just being aware of that during this time. We can also feel stagnant, like things aren't changing, things aren't moving. Think of it as a tapestry, right? If you're sewing the same color thread over and over again, it's like, oh my gosh, this is boring and monotonous. So just be aware of that. And then moves us to the Ace of Pentacles reversed. Interesting, because God, Source, Spirit, however we see the divine, the universe is handing us a gift of prosperity and success and bounty and abundance. Are we taking it? Not really, because we're not fully seeing it yet. So this is going to be a big part of this moon, of this time, is that we're not fully seeing the gift that is being given to us. So being aware of that is going to be an important thing. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles. So we're really good at being a student during this time, of embracing child energy, which is beautiful. I think that I love that for us. Okay, seriously. But with the Knight of Pentacles, we want things to move forward a lot faster. And we can also start to look at things and say, oh, but this is what I wanted and this is what I wanted, because it's just in the here and now. it's not actually what we wanted. If we thought about it for more than half a second, we'd be like, I don't really want that, type of thing. So just be aware of this. The Knight of Pentacles moves very slowly. We are frustrated with the slowness of things. So acknowledging that, saying, yes, I know I want things to move faster, but right now it's just not going to, because that's not the season that I'm in. That can seem like it's a setback. It's actually not. So even though that sounds funny, it's going to be an important thing to realize, to see, and to embrace during this time. This is going to be a time of immense healing. This full moon in Sagittarius, it's the full moon of joy and intention. It's saying, how do I celebrate my life? What am I being intentional in my movements, in my body, in my expression of myself, in me? And so that's a big question. That's something where it's like, a lot of times we just go through the routine. And here it's like, no, embrace the intention of it. So let's see what Spirit has to say. And if you're interested in entering to receive a free reading, put a flower in the comment box below. A person will be chosen at random and announced on Sunday. So good luck to everyone. And if you're interested in purchasing a free, not a free reading, in purchasing a reading, a meditation, or a healing, check out my website, daneharttarot.com. And again, you can purchase a reading there. Okay, so let's see what Spirit has to say. Here it's success reversed. For one reason or another, turning that. For one reason or another, we're not seeing ourselves as successful. It's kind of like, I'll be successful when I have to push, I have to go, I have to achieve. That's why the Knight of Pentacles is reversed. It's that restless energy. It's that I'm not, what I want to be energy. And here, Spirit is like, you are successful. Why aren't you seeing it within yourself? It moves us to our chakra energy. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. This is meditation reverse. This is the crown chakra. We need to meditate. We need to calmly step into our bodies and ourselves and our breath, connecting our heart and our mind. And yet meditation is something so important, and I myself am guilty of this, but it is the first thing we throw out the window when things get stressful or things get overwhelmed and everything like that. It's like we would rather, not everybody, but most people would rather mindlessly scroll on their phone than just start to focus on their breathing, just start to meditate and step into their bodies and themselves. And this is going to be a time where we need to make time for meditation, movement meditation. If we don't like sitting still, we can make yoga into meditation. We can make simple stretches into meditation. There's movement meditation. Gosh, I forget the name of it, but there's a whole bunch of things where even like washing the dishes can become a meditation. So connecting with that, and saying it doesn't have to be sitting cross-legged, and forcing myself to be still when that's not what my body is craving. Our body can be craving movement. So let's see the energy we need to be mindful of. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Ooh, okay. So there's two right here. It's the 8 of Wands and the 9 of Cups. So the 8 of Wands is, hey, Taurus, be mindful that things can be moving really, really fast. And we want things to be moving really, really fast. We need it to slow down. So we're going to try and push for something. Don't do that. Like, step back a little bit and take a breath and take a beat before you move forward, because that Knight of Pentacles energy that's reversed is going to be like, just push it through. Any movement is better than standing still. And that's not necessarily going to be the case. It can also feel like everything is moving so slowly that time is moving backwards. So do be mindful about that. We can go from everything has to be moving so fast to then when things slow down to even just a normal pace, we'll be like, oh my gosh, this is so slow. So be aware of that our perception of time is a little bit interesting during this time. And with the 9 of Cups, this is not getting what we wish for. This is saying, but I wanted XYZ and it not coming. This isn't our big soul wish. This is just a crossing of the fingers. So just being aware of that, and also feeling like people aren't showing up for you. All right. And that can get really frustrating. It's kind of like, I'm putting in all this time, I'm putting in all this effort, I've been through so much, and people aren't showing up for me. So just know that, because that can make us feel very discouraged. It's also going to be kind of like this, there's this playing with perception during this time where things just feel bigger than they actually are. So I don't want to say that it's not a big deal, but it just feels like, oh my gosh, this is so much more. And then when we step back and objectively look back at it, it's like, oh wow, I don't know why that was so important. It's playing off of some sort of It's playing off of some other insecurity, that heartbreak, that pain, that worry that we have had, and that feeling that things aren't going in the direction that we wanted them to. And yet there's going to be so much beauty that we do step into. And that's going to be important. With the Knight of Cups, it's learning how to make our hearts what we love. In the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, it's the Holy Grail being held forward. Now, whether we believe that there was a cup that caught the blood of Christ or not, it doesn't matter. What matters here is that we're taking what is sacred to us and holding it up before us and saying, this is how I want to live my life. This is how I'm moving forward. And for me personally, it is an energy of love. It is an energy of respect. It is an energy of kindness. It is an energy of gentleness. It is an energy of calmness to move forward in. And that's what I'm seeing here with the Knight of Cups. It's like, how do I move forward in what I love and what I respect, in the gentleness of existence, and not have this world corrode me and corrupt me and break my heart so that I don't see the beauty in it anymore, because it's easy not to see the beauty in our crazy world. So showing ourselves that respect and saying, but what is it that I love? And then even when we say, what is it that I love? Knowing that some people might see us as foolish for still being kind and compassionate and generous in this crazy world. Now, also note that the full moon in Sagittarius, in Sabian symbolism, Sabian or Sabian, I don't exactly know, is that of the little child. It is that of the little child learning how to walk. And when we look at that from an outsider looking at a little kid learning how to walk, right? It's frustrating. It's big emotions. It's, it's like, oh, wow, this is such a struggle. But what it actually is such determination and perseverance. It is saying that, yeah, things are going to be hard and things have been hard, but you are persevering. The full moon in Sagittarius is the persevering moon. It is the joy and the intention moon. It's setting our intention. It's knowing what we want. It is being joyous in our action of going and getting it. It's not saying, oh, I gave up and, I give up and it's never going to happen. It's like, oh no, there's so much more to me. And I am celebrating my failures and I'm celebrating my successes because I'm celebrating me, because my gosh, I matter. And that's what we're taking back from the 9 of Cups, where it's like, I don't feel like I matter. And it's like, oh yeah, I do. Oh yeah, I do. And how dare you make me think that I don't? And with the 3 of Swords, be very aware that Neptune is very powerful during this full moon. So our dreams are going to come through in a big way. And we can have dreams of heartbreak and pain, that are helping us, psychologically work through that heartbreak and pain and disappointment that we have been through. So do be aware of that during this time. But there are 3 big things that have set us back in life that we'll look at during this reading and be like, oh, it's these 3. And that is going to be something that comes up, and we've been worried, like, will this happen again? Will everything fall apart? And we're releasing that worry. It's like, I can worry myself, out of my existence and out of the joy of my life. And I'm done with it. I'm connecting with my inner child. I'm connecting with what I love and what I want and what is beautiful to me and what is powerful to me and what is, brilliant to me. And yes, it seems at times that I'm not in fortune's path, right? I'm not in fortune's path of winning the lottery and having everything line up. But we also have to we're not in a bad path. And that is what Spirit wants us to know. It's like, okay, you might not have won the lottery, but that might actually be a blessing in the long run. So here with the Wheel of Fortune reversed, we just feel like a little bit stuck. Like things aren't moving, things aren't going. Like, come on, I need something big. And yet this is going to be a time of very small but very meaningful things. And as we embrace the small and the meaningful things, it's kind of like being a little kid and like loving to play with those little tiny toys, or making up this whole big imaginary world for yourself that is so joyous and so fun. And with the Ace of Pentacles reversed, because we feel like things aren't moving, we're not seeing that we are blessed. We are not seeing the seeds that we are planting. We're not seeing the relevance of what we're planting and what we're growing and how we are expanding ourselves. And we just are going to kind of like combat all of this with, I just need everything to move. I just need everything to change. I'm so tired of things moving slowly. But Taurus, we move slowly. When the earth moves quickly, right? And we have like earthquakes and stuff like that, nobody's like, oh, yay, an earthquake. It's terrifying. We need things to move slowly, steadily, but also like powerfully. And that's how we move. That's how we move as individuals. This can be a time where we're responding to trauma, hurt, and pain and be like, okay, just everything needs to change instantaneously. Take a step back. because this is going to be a tremendous time of healing, a tremendous time of saying, what do I really want? What is it that everybody's like expecting me to want, but what do I really want? And then we're going to see here, it's like, oh, everything has been moving forward. I have been entering into that new season that I've been waiting for. But the path to it was different than I thought it was going to be. And I am blessed. This is God's source spirit. Again, however you see the divine, the universe, handing us gifts of prosperity, success, bounty, abundance. This is like Midas and the golden touch. When we're in alignment with ourselves, towards everything just seems lucky. And it might not seem lucky to us, but people looking in are like, wow, Taurus, can you make a wrong step? Can you do it wrong? And then they can be a little bit of glee when you do, because it's like, well, you see, you're human just like the rest of us. So do be aware of that as well. We are ruled by Venus. We need to move forward in the energy of what we love. We do. That's why the quality of things over the quantity of things is very, very, very important. But a gift is coming in. We're not going to see it because we're in so much of a rush. Slow it down. Connect with things that brought you joy when you were small. Listen to music that you're like, oh my gosh, I used to dance to this all night when I was younger. Just let the joy come in, and you will see that it changes your energy vibration, and it lets you shine in a way that puts your heart forward in love, and it heals it. It heals it from everything that you've been through, everything that you've gone through, the Three of Swords, 3 big pains of the heart that you have been through. It's like, now it's time to heal it. And now it's time to not worry about it anymore. It moves us to our subconscious spirit message, which is, oh, I love this white light right over the Three of Swords. It is healing. It is connection. It is love. It is grace. It is like, and it's beautiful. And it's beautiful. And it moves us then to our chakra energy, which is the third eye chakra. No, this is not the third eye chakra. This is the throat chakra. The third chakra is saying listening. It's saying listen. Listen to your world. Listen to yourself. It's reversed, so we're not really going to want to listen, but listening to music is going to help us. Singing, chanting, humming really helps to activate the third eye. I keep on saying the third eye. Is the card underneath it? No, I don't know where the third eye is coming from, but pay attention to your third eye as well, because that's important here. But with the throat chakra, embracing your voice, embracing the beauty of your voice, because that is going to be very powerful, very beautiful, and very important for you. And it brings us then to our energy to be mindful of, and this is the Lover's reverse, be mindful of the lust of it all, okay? Because we're going into Gemini time period, right? This moon is going to be in Gemini time period. It's May 23rd to June 20th. And this can be a time where it's like, but I want what I want. We can kind of be in that energy. Like, I'm tired of giving to everybody else, doing for everybody else. I want what I want, and just be mindful of that. This isn't love. This is lust. It feels really good in the moment, super, dopamine highs, but it's not lasting. And Taurus, we want lasting. And that is very important to us. So just be mindful about this. This can also be people being two-faced. This can also be people knowing what it is that you want to build and using that against you, like being very manipulative. So just be aware of that. And then we have our subconscious tarot message, which is the Hermit reversed. And this is Virgo energy. We may not be getting along very well with a Virgo. If we have Virgo in our chart, that part of our personality can be bothering us. And the Hermit here is like, I don't want to turn inward. Again, we want to just go out and do and explore and have fun. And that's great. And we should do that. But we should also check in with ourselves and say, well, what is it that you really want? And why is it that we feel like, my time isn't coming, or I don't get to have the beautiful things and other people do? Because this is going to be a time where we're changing that narrative. And this moon for us is changing that narrative. It's healing our souls deeply, and is a deeply powerful moon because of that. All right. And it's realigning us with what we dream and what we deeply desire. All right. All right, Taurus. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. And please note that this meditation and healing will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Taurus. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless. And have a blessed moon. Bye.